how the Golden State Warriors kicked the Houston Rockets' ass 115-86, setting up Game 7 in the NBA 2018 Western Conference Final. Yeah, it was that good. Two different Warrior teams. The first half, particularly the first quarter, the Warriors played a conventional offense. Conventional sets, not a lot of threes, and when they did try a three, or several, they were cold. Then, in the halftime, they, well, found their mojo in the closet, attached it, and came out and played like the defending NBA champion, Golden State Oakland Warriors, or as I prefer to call them until they become San Francisco's team, the Oakland Warriors, which they have not called themselves officially ever before, even though there was a movement to it. You get the idea. I digress, okay? What an amazing game. They turned it on, led by the Splash Brothers. That's right. Klay Thompson paced everyone with 35. Steph Curry contributed, found his old game. Started off really, really poor. It was like he didn't know what he was doing. At one point, he tried a shot, missed, and he had his head down toward the half as the clock was running down. Like, come on, man, get your head in the game, okay? What's going on? And then he found himself and scored 29 points. Kevin Durant missed twice at the free throw line in the first half, once again in the second half, and then toward the end of the third quarter, Kevin Durant became KD again. It was really that dramatic a difference in one game with one team, with the Oakland Golden State Warriors. Yeah, it was that kind of contest. You would say, why? What happened? You know, I have tried to figure out a lot of possible reasons, but I happened to go outside for a second and I noticed it was a full moon. So I'm going to attribute the whole game to a full moon. Now, here's the thing. Chris Paul did not play. And we have to ask ourselves, what would happen if Paul were in that game without the hamstring injury? And because Chris Paul has played, you got to say, some incredible basketball. I mean, just absolutely incredible. And now everyone wonders, how bad is that hamstring, and will he return? I'm checking on Twitter right now as I make this video blog, and just for looking for any, sign or any news or anything, and just the latest, as of 35 seconds ago, latest tweet was, at the very best, Chris Paul is going to start Game 7. Really? And then Adam Wojciechowski of ESPN says, on the chances of a Chris Paul comeback with right hamstring injury for Game 7, source tells ESPN less likely than likely, but working every angle to try. So we have to work all those different kind of angles. It means no. No. If he comes in and worsens his injury, it means his offseason is shot, which then impacts his ability to play, you guessed it, the next season. So unless he gets shot up with some miracle drug that heals his hamstring, I don't think you're going to see Chris Paul. And so we're going to have to ask this question. Will a streaky James Harden find his game again? Including that deal he does with his arms as he's going away. You know, James Harden is like a spider, okay? He's dribbling. He moves, tries to get past you with his body. Then at the last second, he takes his arm and tries to hide it from the ref, and he pushes you away. And that works for him. Or I should say past tense, because he got called for doing that twice. Finally. James Harden is a sneaky, dirty player, period, okay? He will push you out of the way if the refs aren't looking. He will grab you when he thinks the refs aren't looking. He'll even hit you in the back going away because he thinks the refs aren't looking. This time, the refs were looking. That means, at least you would think at Oracle, it shouldn't work for him. It didn't. But if it's a fair game, it shouldn't work for him in Houston either. We'll see. Game 7. Game 7. I'm looking for through the tweets, and you're saying, why, Zenny, would you wait until while you're doing the vlog to look through the tweets as opposed to before? Because they're always updating. I just got 15 new ones a second ago. Like the latest one is one in a language I can't even read, and it's Chris Paul is a blanking dude. I trust Smith. And let's see here. Series over with no Chris Paul. And, you know, it's pretty much, let's see, inject Khan's blood into Chris Paul's hamstrings. And so basically it's pretty much accepted that Chris Paul's not going to be a part of it. What's the line on the game? That's another question, a good question. Warriors line, well, see, Warriors line. What Warriors line is betting line, all right? And so, don't see it yet. I'm sure it's here someplace. Warriors, one of them must win, but let's see here. They say, this one says, Houston doesn't have enough killers on their team to stop Game 7. With everything on the line, you can't bet against 4 All-Stars, 2 MVPs, Depoy, great coach, Warriors in 7. And that's 7 minutes ago. So the line basically favors the Warriors in Houston, it would seem, because Houston doesn't have Chris Paul. Let's see what happens. Oakland Warriors. Go. And then we got LeBron tomorrow night. Stay tuned. Please subscribe to Zenny62 on YouTube. Bookmark Zenny62.com and check out my new blog, Zenny62 Media's newest blog of all, Oakland News Now. That's oaklandnewsnow.com. See ya.